not a fan years. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' sure-handed tight end. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
Up before they play on in the postseason, chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around.
Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 48. Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. Then he takes it in, touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it, walking off that field with the loss. That stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We're on here with Will Shipley. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion. And they take him down right along the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football. No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right? Yeah. You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. On first down, Hurts hits him on the out route. And he goes down approaching that 10-yard line. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too. Handoff now to Shipley. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Another one for Shipley. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. On 4th down, Hurts. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted, so a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From midfield now. On target to Waddle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 16. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And in, touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. Motioning left is their running back. Throwing now, following the turnover. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. If you get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And his touchdown, another one for him this season as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 now. Coleman with the grab. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made.
Right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. Into traffic, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Hurts. Forced out. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. gut. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The rookie from Florida in on that stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Hurts to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Simple dive up the middle. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 29. Catch made over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the 19. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now he's York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they're going to be looking for a little redemption after their interception last drive led to a tie ball game, 14-all. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. For a New York 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect.
Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 16 at the 29-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Hauled in by Waddle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. This play gives us an excellent opportunity, Brock, to talk about how well he sees the field with the ball in his hands, because that was a big part of that touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, a handoff or gets hauled in on a 30-yard throw. The instincts, that's what it is. Instincts with a capital I. And the best running backs in the game today, they've got to do it as a runner, and they got to do it as a receiver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you can see what he's capable of when you turn this guy loose over a full campaign, leading all NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards, and he has a chance to finish at number 1. Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, Hurts. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Hurts throwing again. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 16. Cut out left. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. It's taken in by Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants looking at 2nd and 1. Throwing it again here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now they have 3rd and short. Setting up a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. The Giants are set to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. The Cowboys needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. From the pistol, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Again, it's Shipley. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to...
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, New York. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Shipley. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Straight ahead with Shipley. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to get it with the option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Katie York now on for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth.
Defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything. And this defense just proved he couldn't.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Looking for a target. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He'll throw it. On target to Waddle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw now. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the 43. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw it on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 23. Throwing the out route complete. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
They give it to him up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down, Eagles.
They put a receiver in motion right. On first down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
First down, ball at the 36. Hurts now from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Bails out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound. But not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
On first down, they'll run. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Motioning Williams left. Throw on 3rd down. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let him. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. And this buys them some much-needed breathing room up across the 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Motioning him from the slot right. Back to throw. Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts. Complete to Coleman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Hurts throwing again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
It is caught left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Throwing here hurts. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. On 4th down, Hurts. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Now here comes the New York offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants about set to celebrate this win. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning one of the tight ends. Give now to the running back. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.